Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the unique aspects of the Gospel of John, focusing on the profound I am statements made by Jesus. These powerful declarations reveal the very heart of Jesus' identity and mission, offering us hope, guidance, and the promise of abundant life. Just as God revealed himself to Moses as I am in the Old Testament, Jesus uses these same words to unveil his own divine nature and his intimate connection with the Father. And each I am statement is a magnificent facet of Jesus' character, illuminating the many ways he brings love, truth, and salvation into our lives. In the 6th chapter of John, Jesus says, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never hunger, and whoever believes in me will never thirst. Friends, these words are more than just a statement. They're an invitation to experience true spiritual nourishment. Jesus, in this beautiful metaphor, reveals himself as the source of lasting fulfillment. He's not talking about physical bread, but about the spiritual food that sustains our souls. Just as bread gives us physical energy, Jesus offers us spiritual sustenance that fills us with purpose, meaning, and an unquenchable joy. When we come to Jesus, surrendering our hearts to him, we find the true satisfaction we've been longing for. So if you're feeling weary, burdened, or lost, remember Jesus' words, I am the bread of life. In John chapter 8, Jesus proclaims, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. In a world often shrouded in darkness, fear, and uncertainty, Jesus shines as a beacon of hope, guiding us towards truth and illuminating our path. Imagine for a moment stumbling through a dark room, unsure of where you're going, but then a light pierces through the darkness, revealing the path and guiding your steps. That's what Jesus does for us. He is the light that cuts through the confusion, the fear, and the lies that surround us. When we choose to follow Jesus, we're choosing to walk in his light, embracing a life of truth, love, and joy. Jesus in John chapter 10 states, I am the door. If anyone enters by me, he will be saved and will go in and out and find pasture. Friends, in this profound statement, Jesus reveals himself as the only way to experience true spiritual fulfillment and security. Think of a sheepfold, a safe enclosure where sheep find refuge and protection. Jesus, as the door, is the only way into this place of peace and abundance. He is the gateway to a relationship with God, the entrance to a life of meaning and purpose. Through him we find forgiveness, acceptance, and an unshakable hope that carries us through life's challenges. He is the door that leads to freedom from fear, guilt, and shame. In John chapter 10, Jesus proclaims, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. These words paint a beautiful picture of Jesus' unconditional love and unwavering commitment to us, his flock. A shepherd in biblical times was completely dedicated to the well-being of his sheep, protecting them from danger, guiding them to green pastures, and ensuring their safety. Jesus, as the Good Shepherd, exemplifies this selfless love and devotion in its purest form. He knows each of us intimately, understands our fears and hopes, and guides us with wisdom and compassion. And most importantly, Jesus, the Good Shepherd, laid down his own life for us, a sacrifice of unimaginable love that redeemed us from sin and offered us the gift of eternal life. In John chapter 11, verse 25, Jesus declares, I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, though he die, yet shall he live. Friends, these words are a beacon of hope, a promise that transcends the boundaries of life and death. Faced with the death of his friend Lazarus, Jesus offers these powerful words not just as a comfort to those grieving, but as a declaration of his authority over death itself. He's not simply talking about a physical resurrection, but about a spiritual rebirth, a life that extends beyond the grave. In a world often gripped by the fear of death, Jesus offers us hope and assurance. He reminds us that death is not the end, but a transition into a new and glorious existence. When we accept Jesus into our hearts, we receive spiritual resurrection, a newness of life filled with purpose, joy, and the assurance of God's unwavering presence. In John chapter 14, verse 6, Jesus states, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. This powerful declaration is a cornerstone of the Christian faith, emphasizing the uniqueness and exclusivity of Jesus' role in our salvation. In a world filled with diverse beliefs and pathways to enlightenment, Jesus makes a bold claim. He is the only way to God the Father. He is not just a way, but the way, the only path that leads to reconciliation with God and the fullness of life he offers. Jesus is also the truth, the embodiment of God's character and the revealer of his will. And finally, he is the life, the source of all that is good, true, and eternal. Jesus, in John chapter 15, verse 5, states, I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. Whoever abides in me and I in him, he it is that bears much fruit, for apart from me you can do nothing. Here Jesus uses the analogy of a vine and its branches to illustrate the vital, life-giving connection between himself and his followers. Imagine a branch detached from a vine. It withers and dies, unable to produce fruit. Similarly, we, as believers, are utterly dependent on Jesus for spiritual life and growth. He is the source of our strength, our nourishment, and our ability to bear fruit. When we abide in Jesus, remaining connected to him through prayer, studying his word, and living in obedience to his teachings, we receive the spiritual nourishment we need to flourish. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content exploring the depths of the Bible and the teachings of Jesus. Remember, the I am statements aren't just theological concepts, they are powerful truths meant to transform our lives. Each declaration reveals a facet of Jesus' character and his incredible love for us. May these truths take root in your heart, empowering you to live a life of purpose, joy, and victory.